Hello and welcome to my November plan with me. Today I'm going to start this video a little bit differently. I really didn't have a concrete plan when I was doing this, so I just picked all of these colours and thought I'm going to swatch all of them and I'm going to see which ones stick with the couple of photos that I've chosen. So this is me swatching them all. Apologies for my head being inexplicably in frame there. I picked some couple of things off of Pinterest. I will link my Pinterest below so you can see my mood board for November. It was a bit all over the place. It didn't have a real theme, but I settled on some colours in the end, which we'll see once we've got through testing all of these pens and once my head has got out of the way again. You can see I'm going for quite a few reds and burgundies. I picked up these pens from Paper Chase, these brush pens. Now, I kind of regret getting them in as much as the nibs are not very strong. They sort of bristle quite a lot at the ends, but I thought they were the sort of colours that I wanted. I could pick them up immediately rather than having to order in Tombows, which always takes forever. And while I wasn't as impressed with it, and I know that the Tombows would give me a much better finish, they did the job for now. But I think the one thing that they've taught me is I definitely do need to invest in some Tombow in those lovely burgundy colours more. I'm also testing a couple of Crayola Supertips as well, and I do have some Tombows, including this yellow one here, that I was looking at as well. So I do have quite a range of pens and suppliers this time, so I'll try to link them all below and hopefully I won't miss any of them. But yeah, and then finally I was looking at some navies. Burgundy and navy are the two colours that have really cropped up for me this month, so I was just sampling a couple of those blues to decide which ones I wanted to bring in. So like I said, this month has been kind of weird to plan. I haven't really felt like getting in the November vibe yet. I think it's because I've just finished term. Term has been so long. It's still October. I feel like November hasn't hit me yet, although I'm already starting to think about Christmas. So December's bullet journal video should be much more cohesive. So here are the two Crayola Supertips colours that I chose. It is that burgundy colour, which almost matches my nails, and navy. I use those colours quite a lot in these spreads. I also chose these two Tombows, which is again a burgundy and also a yellow. 991 for the yellow and 837 for the burgundy. And here, just as we can see again, are the two blue Paper Chase brush pens. Of course, as well as that, I have all of my usual black and greys, so these are my go-tos every time I journal. There is my Staedtler Triplus Fineliner, which I think is a 0.3 in black, Pigment liner in 0.1, and also the Pigment liner in 0.05. I use these every month. I'm sure you've seen them a lot. The Tombow N95, which is a nice grey brush pen, and then the Faber Castell Pitt Artist pens, and I use the Fine and S Superfine quite often, so those are the ones that I sort of stick to the most. And here are my final spreads. I have really mixed feelings about this title page. I like the ideas that I've got on there. I feel maybe next month I'll plan it a little bit better, but what I do really like is this monthly page with the burgundy. I picked those out from Pinterest in the burgundy. I really liked that quote that was on there. Next up we have my blog ideas page. I decided I want this as cozy as possible, so I have cup of tea, which I feel always helps me with my blog ideas, and then those sort of glittery stars, and then that cozy little nook that I now really want one in my house. Books I've read and loved, there's a gap at the bottom there. Now the picture is quote Ravenclaw aesthetic, so I think I might put a little quote at the bottom there. We've then got November favourites, which is a spread I haven't done before, but I was watching Amanda Rachley's November plan with me, and I thought actually there are lots of things I've been loving, and it'd be really nice to keep a log of those to look back on. And then I included a goals for the end of 2018 because I feel like 2018 is all of a sudden like disappearing, and there's lots of things I wanted to do by the end of this year, so I needed that page. And then I just went with a really basic weekly spread. I've not actually been using that many weekly spreads in my bullet journal because I have a bullet journal for work, and because I basically do nothing during the work week apart from work, I find that I don't use my bullet journal weekly spreads as but I am off this week, so I've decided that as I'm off from work I can do a little monthly spread, and in the top corner every day you have a new opportunity to start over, which I think has been really pertinent because I think I've found a lot of things stressful recently, and so I think little helpful reminders like that stuck in my journal that I see every day are just what I need. Thank you guys so much for watching this month's plan with me. I'm sorry if you found it a little bit bitty compared to last month. I know last month had a far more cohesive theme, but I do really like these spreads that I've done, especially the ones with the really cute pictures that I found off of Pinterest. I'd really love to see what you guys do for your November bullet journals, so do comment below and leave links to your Instagrams or tag me on Instagram with your November bullet journal spreads. I'm already getting quite excited for Christmas. And Christmas is the one time of year that I actually do quite religiously use my bullet journal because of the amount of stuff that happens in December. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, and I can't wait to share that with you next month. That's all for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!